Howdy folks, how are you all doing? My name is Reese, and welcome back to our Final Fantasy XVI Let's Play adventure, where we have two things to do today. Maybe more, we'll see as we go. But we've got this lovely gentleman here who has asked us to go slay some thorny thistles at we're gonna go to some waterfalls and kill some thistles. And then we also do have a main story where the old end keeps gone missing. So I think it's time we focus on both of those. We're gonna treat this like it's real, right? We're gonna leave the hideaway, and we're gonna go to the first port of call, which is gonna be the 3 reeds. And then from there, we'll travel on to the main story. We're going to treat it like it's real, and that we're actually going to these places. We're physically walking the paths. How long has it been since we've been here? Didn't we come here with Jill? I don't remember it being so overcast and miserable is the only thing. I seem to remember it being bright and cheery. Is that just luck of the draw? Could we have possibly arrived here at a time when it was, like, sunrise and sunny? I do remember coming here with Jill, though, because I remember being overrun with large oceanic scorpions, or lobsters if you're so inclined, as well as thorny thistles, and being very unpleasant, and not liking it at all. They weren't this high leveled, though. They weren't level, I mean, thank heavens for it, they weren't level 24 for the last time we were here. Can you imagine? Let's go. Let's go. No, you cannot escape the misery. It's kind of hard to, like, focus on these guys for whatever reason, and make sure that they're the ones you're targeting with your abilities. I'm not sure why that is. Yes, spin, 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 and then thunder. We definitely need to work on making sure we're doing the thunder attacks. But that we're not, like, neglecting anything, right? We want to make sure that we're doing everything, every ability we've got. I wish that we could page back and forth between these without having to go through each of them one at a time. Like, I wish I could hold that button down and then just pick the one I want. That might be a little bit better. But I'm not here to criticize the game. You know what? Here we go. Enemy slain. That was easy. So we got the tar, or the wax, or the silky residue that we need to smear all over the boat. It's in our possession now. The pitcher wax, a sticky substance even, found in the pitcher of a carnivorous plant, which thrives in the Rosarian lowlands. Nice! We're not going to...
needing any more than this.
No.
Time to head home.
Absolutely. Well, I mean, I don't know if we're going to head home right now, because where we need to go next is actually right up here at Martha's Rest. And I suppose we could walk there, but good gosh, that would be quite a pilgrimage just to end up somewhere that we could, like, immediately fast travel to. And that might be a little bit quicker, I would wager. There we are.
Come on. We need to find the others.
It looks like nothing good happened here, Jill, is my guess.
I'm sorry, Cid. We were too late. The Imperials have already left.
So this is the fellow what they did send here, the curse breaker that they said would help us out on our arrival.
Stop staying where we are for now, I reckon. The boys from the garrison might still be nearby.
Okay.
Found her. I'd rather not bump into them again.
Something bad's happened here.
Physical, shall we?
I'm sorry. I think I twisted something.
I guess she didn't just wander off. I suppose something bad did happen.
Cid? What said you'd be coming?
I trust you don't mind. Also thought you might need some help. And it appears he was right.
You, could say that, yes. They're saying the Imperials descended like a storm. No one was spared their fury. Martha tried to step in and calm things down, but all our efforts got her were a pair of iron shackles and a hard march.
Any idea where?
Judging by their tracks, they headed towards Sorrowwise Bay.
To the Abbey sheltering Martha's bearers.
The bastards. Jill and I will go after them. You take care of the people here.
We will. But, before you go, one of the locals heard something. He said the soldiers were talking about a culling. I don't know how big this is, but it doesn't sound good. Be careful out there, Cid.
Yeah, no, I don't like the sound of that. I don't think in history anyone has ever gathered people together for a culling and it ended well, or in a way that was good.
Brawl. It was a message.
But a culling? Bearers are the property of the Empire. The garrison wouldn't have the authority to act alone. The orders would have had to have come from higher up.
That's a safe gamble, yes.
Didn't catch you right.
No, it doesn't look like it. Although I think we do actually now, for the very first time, have what it takes Oh, increases the stone skin tonic duration by 30 seconds. Maybe we should just own that. I was gonna say I think we can actually buy this now if we wanted to, but I don't want to. That could be useful. We don't really use the stone skin tonic ever, so I take it back. I take it all back. We could probably sell all of our like previous weapons that we've got.
Look sharp.
Oh, you look sharp, Bear Deaden. Wake up, we still need you to fight. I know you're done been dead for a while now. Time to wakey, egg and bakey. I remember this place. I remember going to this abbey. It feels like it must have been, a while back now. But also not that long ago, because I feel like I only just recently edited and made the thumbnail for this one. So I remember back in the day when we used to play this game, and I would go far from the path to fight sort of everything in the field that I could find. Remember those days? We're not doing that again here today. They're all too low level anyway for me to bother with. I'm just gonna leave them. Can I just walk away and let that happen in the background? Do I have to be present for their demise? Oh, hi there, you. Rip in pieces. I suppose we should stay here and make sure the job gets done. There we go. Is there another one? Really? That just did not hit them. There we go. We're not gonna fight everything in this field, because I think it would be a much better use of our time to just follow the path here.
Up ahead.
Oh, hello. You look like you've seen better days. Oh, good, she's alive.
Are you hurt?
Don't worry about me. It's them at the Abbey who need you. You have to do something.
Tell us what happened.
What happened? The damn Black Shields, that's what happened.
The Black Shields?
The bastards caught wind. The abbot and I were helping bearers. They were gonna hang us both. When the sick rose from their beds, poor souls turned on the Imperials. Distracted them long enough for me to get away.
Then they may still be alive. Martha, do you think you can make it back to the inn? Cole is there with the other curse breakers.
I think so. Thank you, Clive.
All right, let's go ahead and take a poll now. Who thinks they're still alive?
Shields. Is this some sort of twisted joke? There has only ever been one Order of Shields in Rosaria, and they fought to defend all her citizens.
It seems a step too far, even for the Empire.
Now is not the time, Killer Bees. Now is not the time. I'm in the middle of something. Okay, now hopefully, we won't get jumped by any more spiders, crabs, or insects, and we can just approach the Abbey.
Are we too late?
Yeah, Jill, you know, I don't really
inside.
think that there was any chance anyone was going to be here when we arrived. At least no one alive. I really just... The odds were never in our favor in that front.
No.
Damn it.
I thought you lot were all spent.
Murderers. They drove the bearers to this.
Wait. These two aren't turned.
That bitch of an innkeeper must have sent them. Colluding with the enemies of the Empire is a serious offense.
And for their crimes shall they be punished. Such is the law. To dwell in darkness that we may purge the night and welcome lasting dawn. On these our swords we swear.
How dare you speak those words? Have you no honor?
Clive.
This won't take long.
I mean, hopefully he's right? Hold on, let's see what we got here. This should do it, basically. This ought to be enough right here. Yeah, there we go. Oh, hold on. No, hold on. Yeah, you two. There you go. Get on in there. And then when that's done, we'll hit them with one of these, right? Ooh, good idea. Yes, shoot them with spells while they're up there. I like that. That's a good idea. All right, now we hit them with the fire. And then finally, we get them thunderstruck. And that was most of them dealt with. Beautiful.
Farewell.
He wasn't lying. It didn't take long. And we got some Valley Matter out of that. It's used in crafting.
Is that all of them?
I think so.
Okay, just right into another one of these screens that's on there for way too long. What is that? I actually don't know what this is. This is like XP, blue stuff, gold. I think this is like when you can buy new ability, maybe. Ability upgrades. I don't know what this is. I have no clue what that is. We did get the Breath of Wind. It reduces gouge cooldown time by 3 seconds. Hey, we use that a lot. That's a pretty good one.
I didn't see the abbot. He may still be alive.
Maybe. I mean, should we go ahead and double check inside of here? I mean, I know it's mostly bodies, but what if there's like some good stuff? There is no good stuff in here. It is just bodies. That's unfortunate. Never going to get those sights and smells out of our head. What about around this side of the church? Because we know that right over here, there was a little chest once. Has it been restocked? It's still empty. So they never managed to recover from that time that we robbed them. That's a tragedy, and we're going to be bearing that with us for the rest of our days. Open yonder door.
Found her.
The abbot.
But what about the Costello? I'll check out. I'll go. I'll go.
The bearers died protecting him, calling upon what little magic they had left in their bodies.
Clive. He's breathing.
We're friends of Martha. We're here to help.
Are the Imperials dead?
They are. Every last one.
Not just the men, but the women and the children,
If
too.
only that were true. The Black Shields will return. The cullings will continue. Rosaria will never be saved unless we save her. Tell Martha to beg Cid's aid and tell her this wasn't her fault.
I shall.
Cid! Where are you? Cid!
That's
In
awkward.
here. We found a survivor!
Clive. He's gone.
Maybe it's time we liberate this place. Put ourselves back on the throne where we belong.
We've laid the abbot to rest. But the bearers, they didn't need to die like this.
No, they didn't. But it was their choice. They knew the fate that awaited them and chose to meet it on their terms, fighting for those who fought for them.
Why are we looking at that bag?
They said they rose from their beds, threw themselves at the Imperials so she and the abbot could escape.
But did we crumble them all and stick them in that
I
bag?
gathered the bearers' remains. We should consign them to the tide.
So we did actually.
There's a
All the
drawbridge
remains
not
are in
far
that
from it.
bag. Is that what you're telling me?
Riddick's jump. The currents there are swift. If the abbot was still with us, he'd have taken the dust there himself and performed the casting. I'll get someone to...
I'll do it.
Of course. Cole and I will remain here and see to the Imperials.
How heavy is that bag, though? Because all these people, they turned to stone, and then what, we crumbled their body into that bag, and now we're just carrying it down the ray? This is some dark and twisted stuff, my friends. Dark and twisted stuff. Is that a dragon, what there, waiting for us? Do I have to fight that? Can I just slip past it? No! What is this nightmare? It's an eyeball with wings, and I don't like... What? What is this? There's a bounty on it? What is this mechanic? Every now and then, Clive may encounter creatures larger, faster, and more ferocious than most. While flight is always an option, defeating these notorious marks can earn him not only renown, but also rare materials that may be used to craft new gear or upgrade existing items. They've just introduced this halfway through the game!
What am I saying? Of course it has. There's a floating eyeball.
How oddly self-aware. Oh. Don't like this. Don't like this. How do I make it stop? Don't like this. Excuse me. Let's not do that. How about this? Evan. Oh, there we go. What, did that just not hit? Because... Okay, hold on. 3, 4, 5, 6... That'll be fine. Okay, so now those are attached, so we gotta get up and then whack him. Oh, come on.
Too slow.
Gosh darn you. I can't actually get up to him to hit him. Oh, you gosh darn little beast. Teleported right out of the way. They weren't kidding. He is a bit of a pest.
To me! Too slow. Nice try.
Get out of there. Get out of there. Get out of there before that goes off. This could be a horrible mistake, because I might not be able to see where he is if he actually gets sucked into this. Also, he's not getting sucked into it at all. Will he get out of the way of this one? Or will this one actually land? This one actually landed. Good.
To me, boy. Kill. Nice try.
Get out of there. Get out of there. Get out of there. Whew! Notorious Mark slain. What a challenging little eyeball. What an absolute unit of an eyeball. Can I find those from the overworld map, or am I going to have to just thoroughly explore the world? It just lingers. Good job, buddy.
Fetch!
Just inside of its corpse. Just really drive home how infuriated I am with the little beast for existing. And I want to use a potion to heal right now. That seems wasteful. I'll probably find another one anyway. There's something on the ground over here. I'd wager that's a potion. Seems reasonable to assume.
Be the bridge.
Yeah, that must be a potion. It's not. It's 3 briar clamshells. Thank goodness, because we really need to get our briar clamshell collection up to scratch. We're way behind when we compare it to sharp fangs, which we're doing much better on.
So shall the waters cleanse thee of thy burden, and bear it out to sea.
And now they are truly free.
I hope so. What of the Imperials?
A pyre was made. It's more than they deserve. We should go back. Cole is worried about Martha.
All right.
Was she not well? I mean, she got up and stumbled back to town. It wouldn't shock me if she died now, not because she was in a bad state, but just because the game seems to just be taking that approach. Everyone you've ever known and cared about will die, normally with you standing by. It's just a game of misery and suffering. There's not enough lighthearted moments in this. That's what 7 Remake has on this game, let me tell you. That's a funny game. It's a fun game. It's a lighthearted romp. I mean, it's about a lot of really dark subject, but, I mean, lighthearted romp. You know, when Sephiroth destroys Cloud's hometown, I'm just like, that's pretty funny, man. Cloud used to live there and whatnot. Very funny. Don't get that in this game. You watch the Hideaway get destroyed, you're not getting a good laugh out of that. You're just kind of sad afterward. You just feel like laying down and taking a nap. Maybe you feel better come the rising sun. But I digress. We're returning to Martha's Rest now. Martha needs to move to the hill country. Open up a vineyard of some kind.
Oi, look sharp!
Martha's Vineyard, if you will.
themselves our country.
Honestly, though, if she's dying, so help me. She looks okay.
No one survived then.
I'm sorry. Before he passed, one of them bade me tell you not to blame yourself.
Doesn't mean I won't. Doesn't mean their blood's not on my hands. Cole said you cast their remains. That was good of you. But it should have been me. This was all my fault.
How? You couldn't have known.
But I did. And I turned a deaf ear to the warnings like the fool I am. The rumours started moons ago. Of black-clad devils descending on villages in the dead of night to slit the throats of sleeping bearers. But I assumed it was all just nonsense concocted by the Empire. Nothing but a ghost story meant to make folk think twice about lending a hand to a fugitive bearer.
And in ordinary times you would have been right. What these Black Shields are doing is unthinkable. Which begs the question, why do it at all? My mother obviously has a hand in this. I cannot make sense of her actions.
And picking what goes on in that woman's head is a job for someone with more time on their hands. Right now, I need swords and men to wield them, preferably big ones. If those Imperials think they can come in here again and threaten my people, they're in for a rude awakening. Oh, before I forget, a Stolas from Otto landed just before you arrived. He asked me to tell you that Gav has returned.
Then we must as well. Will you be all right here, Martha?
We can stay longer if you wish.
No need. I'll be ready should the Imperials come calling. Though I wouldn't turn my nose up if you were to lend me a pair of them strapping young curse breakers.
Happily. Again with the green stuff. I'm unsure what the green stuff is. That's new. Whatever that is, it's new, and we've got 25 of it now. I could probably just check the menu and find out, I assume. If I wanted to go ahead and do that. Let's see. Would it be under, possibly, items? Attributes? I would expect it to be down here, but it is not. I have no idea. Oh, but you know what we've not done yet is we've not even looked at. We have a whole new selection of skills and abilities that we've not even touched. So let's have a gander at those. What have we got down here? So this is Lightning Rod. Create a ball of lightning that, upon being struck, chains lightning to other nearby enemies. That's an interesting idea. Judgment Bolt. Summon a bolt from the heavens, a mighty 11 bolt, that deals massive damage to a single target. I kind of like the idea of that one. And then it looks like we can just upgrade Blind Justice, upgrade Thunderstorm, and then upgrade Pile Drive. Whoa! That's pushing them real far away now. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Pile Drive's a fun one. I don't remember what it's equipped to. I think that's the one equipped to Square. And then we do have something down here, but that doesn't look like a quest. That's not normally the symbol. It's got a plus above their head. What is the indication there? Oh, that's to fight a unique monster, I guess.
Best off staying where we
The
are.
White-Winged Wonder? Was that what it was called?
To move.
Hi there, you.
Oi! You there! You handy with that sword of yours? Course you are. Bet you're a bloody marvel with the thing. Now, question is, are you willing to use it or not? 'Cause a flock of noble chocobos are in need of help.
Chocobos?
You heard me right. Wild birds? The big ones?
I'm familiar.
And
There's
not
one right
just
behind
any
you.
Chocobos at that. Whiteheart and her flock are the bravest birds you ever did see. They protect travellers round these parts from bandits and the like.
Chocobos. Fighting bandits.
It does sound like
True.
nonsense.
Why, they saved me from a gang of footpads only yesterday. Nasty lot they were too. And now they're back, looking to settle the score. Oh, go on then. Don't just stand there. Go and help them.
I mean, sure.
All right.
There's a good lad.
Where can I find these chocobos?
I saw him cut across the way over yonder. The rotten scoundrels were driving the poor things towards the old dock. It's a dead end, that is. You save Whiteheart and her flock, you hear me? There ain't a pluckier bird in all the world. She's a hero to us locals. And don't worry, you'll know her when you see her right enough.
I'm sure I will.
And good luck to you. And give those no-good bastards a hiding from me.
Absolutely. This is such a weird one. This is such a very weird one. Find the hunted chocobos. I mean, I'll do it.
Whiteheart. That's quite a name for a chocobo.
I'm still confused as to why it's a plus. Why is the symbol a plus? Because it definitely just seems like it's going to be a side quest. So, unless it does involve, like, fighting some sort of unique creature, I don't understand why the symbol is different.
A white feather. I thought Ambrosia was one of a kind.
Wait a
You
minute.
brave birds. Looks like they went that way.
What if it is Ambrosia? Whatever happened to our chocobo? We had a chocobo. I remember it got bashed over the head, but then it got up and kept running. Could this be our chocobo? Has it been living here in the muck and mire of the swamps for the last, nigh on 20 years or however long it's been? I actually don't remember. It's not been that long. 5 years plus, what did they say? Like,
These chocobos aren't going down without a fight.
no, they're not. Goodness gracious. Oh, it would be great. It would be great. It wouldn't have been that far away from here either for Ambrosia to have traveled. It would explain, yeah, because she, like, jumped in to help us. So she's got that attitude of trying to, like, help people.
We got you cornered, Feathers. You didn't think you'd seen the last of us, did you? You've been bad for business. But I reckon someone will pay good coin to mount your head on their wall.
Not around here, they won't.
Oh. And why's that, eh?
Because she's something of a hero in these parts. You hurt her, and I hurt you.
Piss off. Or better still, how about we hurt you both?
All right then. But don't say I didn't warn you.
All right, you know what we got to do here. You know what we got to do. There we go. All right, now come and get me, fellas. Come and get me. Let's go. Come on. There you go. Into the tornado you go. Beautiful. Oh yeah, no, that is probably one of the first times I've ever seen an upgrade so plain, right? Like sometimes you update them and you know they're doing more damage, but you don't see it. But that one was very obvious. Also, I see that we're like close to death, but I'm not too concerned by it or anything, because I think we're gonna manage this just fine. There's two more sneaking up on me. Oh, they brought a dog. I have one of those too. Oh, this is a big one. This is a big fella. Okay. Should we take a potion? Should we take a potion right now? I'm gonna go ahead and take a potion. Just so we're sure we don't die a horrible death. This game is great about just giving you so many tools. There's so many different things you can do in combat. Definitely keeps it from getting boring. Oh, you know what? We gotta use our best ability. Hold on. There we go. Can that be further refined? I haven't checked. Can we do more with the jumping off of ability? Can we, like, even further refine that one?
Too slow.
Poor Biggin. Poor Biggin. Didn't know what he was getting into there. Are we about to level up? Oh, we're so close. We are kissing level 27 right now. Not quite. We've not, like, made lip-to-lip contact. But we're going for, like, a big Frenchie. We both got our tongues out and just barely, you know? Oh, it's you, isn't it? Tell me it's you.
You're safe now.
I want to know it's you.
White Heart, I presume.
Torgal recognize?
Do you know her, boy?
Come on, Clive. Don't be dense.
That scar. It couldn't be.
Yeah. Thanks, game. We wouldn't have figured that out otherwise.
Ambrosia. It is you. You survived. And you found yourself a flock.
Oi! Is it over? I thought I'd come and see how you were getting on. Oh, you sorted the bastards then. I knew you would. And the whole flock made it through unscathed.
Thankfully, they did. And not only that.
Well, I'll be. I never stopped to think our hero here might once have been someone's mount.
Do we get to keep her?
No, I dare say she'd suit a fine fellow like yourself. Reckon our feathered friend must have learned a thing or two from her master. Kind-hearted warrior that you are. Bird like her would have cost a princely sum. You born a lord or something?
Well,
Oh, no, sorry. I didn't mean to pry. Don't matter who you are. You done right by me.
What is it, girl?
She wants her master back, I reckon.
Please let me ride this bird. I've been wanting to ride a chocobo this whole time.
And it seems her pals agree.
Is that it? You want to come with me?
Well, bugger me if this ain't a heartwarming sight. The lads down the stables will be hearing about this tonight. Oh, stay right where you are.
Are you coming back with the saddle? This is all I've wanted for the last several episodes. This is the start of the game, really. Oh my gosh, you can't do this game. You can't put a saddle on there and have it only be visual. You gotta let me ride around on a chocobo now. With an eye patch? For the scratched eye? Are you kidding me? They're all, for some reason.
Doesn't she cut
Why?
a handsome figure, eh?
She does indeed. How much do I owe you?
A few scraps of leather's the very least I owe old Whiteheart. Oh, I'll be sad to see her go, of course. But she's earned her right to happiness and more besides. Don't you worry, we'll get along just fine without her.
Why don't we
Hear
take
that,
Whiteheart?
You've earned yourself some time off.
Ride her to the
You
capital.
have fun traveling with your master now.
And reclaim the duchy.
You seem awful familiar now I get a proper look at you. That's it. When those chocobos swarmed
Oh, it's
my
this
cart on the
guy!
road, didn't you? No, that can't be right. That fellow was a bearer.
Must have been my double.
Oh, must have been, eh? Oh, that'll be the excitement getting to me. Silly sod that I am. Pay me no mind. Anyhow, best be on my way. Good luck to the both of you.
You take care of your flock for now. I'll call you when I need you.
The White-Winged Wonder. Excuse me, what do you mean I'll call you when I need you? I mean, yes, we've leveled up. Good on us. Well, can we not just take the bird now, though? Like, imagine... Here we go. Displayed in Clive's chamber. That's it. It's just like a visual... I want to... Chocobo unlocked. Here we go. Hello. Yes. Chocobo unlocked. Yes. Hello. Come on. Tell me more. Give me more. Tell me more. Give me more. After 18 long years, that's how long it's been, Clive has finally been reunited with his faithful steed. Hold R3 while in a field to summon Ambrosia and X to mount the chocobo. This is happening. This is really happening. Oh my gosh, it's finally happening! Yes! Wait, I thought we had 3 chocobo total, so Torgal doesn't get one? That's a shame. What do we do here? What do we do? So we got Gallop, rein in, and dismount. This is amazing. We can cover so much more land this way! This is wonderful. This is absolutely wonderful. And unfortunately, we're basically done now because we have to leave here. So we don't even get to spend time with her. Can we fight from horseback? Yes, we can! Oh my gosh, we absolutely can! Look at us go! I mean, granted, you can't do much. It's basically just this. And I'm not actually sure if we can, like, defeat it like this? This is ridiculous. This is absolutely ridiculous. Oh, that was wonderful. Okay, we're leaving now, though. I'm sorry. That was great, and we're gonna have many more fun and happy rides with the Chocobo in the future. But we gotta go.
No.
Oh, man. Oh. Okay. No, we've got to head back down. We've got to wrap up this side quest that we started in a previous entry. We gotta hand in the caulk and ball or whatever it is. Deliver the pitch to Obelus on the hideaway docks. That's right. Yeah, we went and got some like plant wax or whatever we did at the start of this episode.
Well, did you find me some wax?
I also found a chocobo,
Find is
though.
one
Yeah.
way of putting it.
Feel free to say thank you, sir.
Ugh. Reeks like a chocobo's arse. Well, I don't suppose the Argo will mind as long as he stays above the waves.
Argo? So your boat has a name? I didn't know.
Yeah. Same as me old man. He was a ferryman himself back before the blight came. The boat's all I have left of him. And thanks to you, he'll sail another day.
Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. We found a little bit of humanity inside of this strange man, and now we have 55 green sideways triangles with stars in the middle, as well as a badge of might, which will increase our attack by 12. We should definitely go through our badges, because we've picked up a lot of them recently, and I have not bothered to look at what any of them does, or refine any of them. Also looking forward to seeing Gav. I wonder if he's got like a really nice eye patch, or if he's just got a big scratched eye, and he just like owns it. I'm very curious to find out. Hope he's doing well after he got attacked that one time. Thanks for stopping by, Jill. Thanks for joining me down there.
Back by now.
Yeah, no, I realize. Thank you for repeating yourself. I appreciate that a lot.
On autumn's breath, ill tidings born, an erstwhile home in twain are torn. Now in his path fell shades abide, pray let them not impede his stride.
Does he sing songs based on what's literally happening in the story at the moment? Because I hope so. That's great. Can we get like a little preview of Gav?
Breakers have returned.
Actually, oh no, yeah, he's just wearing that scratch. He looks a little drunk at the moment.
Ah, Clive! How I've missed that scowl.
Where's my report?
Now's not the time for this, man. Let's be joyous.
If it's kind words you're after, you're fishing in the wrong barrel. Now sit down, you fool.
Whatever happened to games having like hideaways you could upgrade with like resources and get cool features? I would like to do that.
Sure. You remember how quick the Empire was to occupy the Dominion after the fall of Drake's head? And how pissed off all the other nations were that they didn't think to do it first?
Half a century of independence gone at the whim of a madman. So much for their bloody treaty.
Clearly, the promise of unblighted land and the world's supply of crystals was too much for his radiance to resist. And now the Republic's finally decided to follow suit, using liberation as an excuse to declare war on Sambrek. Lined up right outside the Dominion's gates as we speak, looking to starve the Imperials into submission.
And now all eyes are on the Strait of Author.
Well, the two nations beat their shields. The rest sharpen their daggers, ready to set upon the war-weary victor. They'll never see us coming.
It's a good time to liberate Rosaria. Just throwing that out there.
It's time we moved on the Mother Crystals.
That too, that's fine.
4 Mother Crystals remain in Storm and Ash.
Drake's Breath near Ironhome. Drake's Fang in Dhalmekia. Drake's Spine in Waloed. And Drake's Tail here in the Crystalline Dominion.
With the bulk of the Republican army marching to Twinside, Drake's Fang will be left exposed.
That is exactly the move Kupka would anticipate. And if there is anything these past 5 years have taught us, is that he loves his traps. There is one place, however, where nobody will be expecting us to go.
Yeah?
Drake's Breath.
Yeah!
There's a shitload of sea between us and it, and I've never been much of a swimmer.
I have an acquaintance in Port Isolde who may be able to help.
Who's that then?
My uncle, Byron Rossfield.
Lord Byron Rossfield of the Seven High Houses, the trade magnate with holdings in over 100 cities. Wait. Rossfield. And you're a Rossfield, of course.
My uncle's name gave him his start in the world, but it was his acumen which earned him his fortune. Along with a handsome fleet of ships.
Well, it's settled then. What are we waiting for, eh? Huh?
You love to see a plan come together. Oh, good, this fella's back. And there's something to do with the Kupo. What do you reckon the old Moogle's up to? New facilities. The following hideaway facilities are now available. Alien Reports, the Patron's Whisper, and the Hunt Board. That's probably where we find out about animals we can go and fight. All three are located near Otto in the Mess. Right on. Why not have them up here near where everything else is? Why make me run all the way down there? Seems cruel and unnecessary.
What are we waiting for, indeed?
I hear there's trouble in Rosaria.
There is trouble in Rosaria, yes. Apparently there's some side quests available nearby. Way the heck up here, the fruits of her labors. Yeah, we'll go check that out too. I'm thinking that I need to find the man with the list of the side quests first, though. That's like high priority. So we know, what does she do again? Does she just tell me what's happening in the realm?
And how may I assist you today?
View the state of the realm. Ask about all of the different stuff. Ask about coming to the hideaway. I mean, we could ask those questions, but
What
let's
is
do
it
this.
that you wish to learn?
Let's see. By speaking with Vivian in the Hideaway's map room, Clive can view the state of the realm and learn more about the current goings-on in Valestia. Revisit any of the Ninetales' past lessons or take a deeper look at the relationships of these individuals in Clive's orbit. Interesting. The Grand Cast, and then the situation map.
The state of the
Cool
realm
stuff.
is
So if we ever want to figure out what everyone's doing, they're all at war with each other. Good stuff. Hey there, buddy. Clive, there you are, Kubo. Been looking for you all over. You gotta read these fast, or it goes away real quick.
What's the matter, Nectar?
The matter is this, Kubo. They're giving me more time now. They've added some
It's where the
breathers.
Cursebreakers post sightings of particularly fearsome beasts. Those that might pose a threat to our operations if they were left to roam free. Just because they can't be dealt with when they're spotted, doesn't mean they can't be dealt with later. Was that what you wanted to know?
Of course not, Kubo. I knew all that already. And that's why I need your help, as I need not remind you, Kupo, I'm the mightiest of all Moogles, no fiend of the forest. See what I mean? So I need you to slay them all, Kupo. No idea what the second bit of that was.
Right. Well, leaving your mightiness aside for the moment, the people of Valestia are going through a lot already. What with the Blight and the war. The last thing they need is ungodly fiends terrorizing them on top of everything else. So if the Cursebreakers are too busy to help, then perhaps I can. Or at least I can try.
Oh, thank you, Kupo. It's good to have found someone who understands me, Kupo. I'll stay here then and keep an eye on all the bullets and get posted on the... Well, okay, fine. That's okay. Yeah, view the hunt board. Sure. What have we got? There's a few different creatures on here. Reports of fiends terrorizing the countryside are posted on the hunt board in hopes that fearless heroes such as Clive... Well, thanks, game, for putting that in parentheses for me so I would know what you were referring to. Will take it upon themselves to hunt down and slay the notorious marks. So it looks like we've got a few to choose from here. And the Angel of Death. Ooh. Not really interested in any of these at the moment, but it's good to know that they are there and we can reference them later. And then, what do you got for me?
Oh, Clive. Welcome to the Patron's Whisper.
The Patron's Whisper? Does that mean someone else is taking care of our friend's donations?
Oh no, that's still me. It's just Karen has her toll, Blackthorn has his hammer. I thought a new name might liven things up. I still catalogue every item that arrives, in addition to setting aside those tokens of appreciation the sender has specified are to be presented to you personally. Would you like to see if we have any?
Yeah, I don't know what the implications are, but let's see what we got.
Your benefactors are a generous lot.
The Patron's Whisper. Completing side quests will earn Clive renown. That's what that is. Inspiring nameless benefactors from across the Twins to donate money or items to Clive's cause. Visit Desiree at the Patron's Whisper in the Hideaway Mess to view current renown level and accept any donations available. Cool. Cool. So Clive is basically a streamer, and these... This is like when you can send in super chats or whatever, or if you're on Twitch, you like bits and stuff, is basically what's happening here. So I can exchange... Is it a situation where these cost renown, or I just need to have a certain amount of renown, right? So if I accept this, do I lose 15 renown, or is it just like, oh, you've got to have up to 100 to get whatever this is? I actually don't know, but what is this? Your merry band of outlaws and its dashing deeds of daring do are all the talk amongst the ladies of the court. We have gathered together several items of worth that you might continue your gallantry. So we got some ability points, some random items, a meteorite for this one. Our order is one built upon pride, but that does not mean that we are too proud to give thanks where thanks is due. We may have failed Martha once, but never again. That's from the Blood Axes. I'm going to go ahead and just accept this one and see what happens.
You earned this.
Okay, so we've accepted these items into our inventory, and it didn't cost us renown. So it is literally just, you have to have a certain amount of renown to get certain things. That's good to know. Expand renown to unlock. Why is this one a... Why is this one got a question mark next to it and this one does not? It just says expand renown to unlock. I don't get it.
Best of luck out there, Cid.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Fancy a look at the list, do you?
I do.
Anything
what all
catch
is
your
there in the
eye?
world? Nothing for us to do anywhere. In other words, the only current side quest... Who is this? Sorry? Oh, this is just a person. I'm not really interested in talking to them. If we have a look at the map here, that'll take us eventually up top to where we've got some kind of a side quest waiting for us. I'd be interested in running up here anyway, just because we've not explored this area yet, and there could be interesting things. Okay, so this is just like a bunk room. This is where people like live their lives and whatnot, and we've just sort of raided it, looking for things to steal. And we're about to take whatever this is. Treatment diary. Today, Clive visited the infirmary to have me dress a laceration on his left forearm. I cleaned and stitched the wound and instructed him to rest the arm so that it could heal, but not an hour later, he was leaving on another mission. This must be the 100th time he's disobeyed my instruction. The next time he comes to me for treatment, I'm tying him to the bed. Oh, kinky. All right, we'll remember that. So this is not just a bunk. This is actually... Oh, I mean, yeah, and there's...
Once the Dalmecs have laid siege to the Dominion, very little will be leaving Twinside, including the many medicines distilled there.
Okay, so this is where she, like, treats people. That's good to know. I'm having that itch again to wish the game was something it wasn't. The sort of situation...
They say removing a brand is almost as painful as getting one.
I wouldn't know. Where I could just run around those fields out there, because they look beautiful. What's up, dude? This man is frozen in place? No, that little hand is moving. Nothing worth stealing in here, though, from the looks of things. It looks like we're currently above where the quest is going to be given to us at some point, but I think we can get down there from up here. This is apparently the ruins of an airship, and they just said that super casually. Like, that's just a thing that everyone knows about. Like, oh yeah, there used to be airships that flew around. That is wild to me to consider, but alright. What's up, man? This place is interesting. Can we dive? Is this where we get all of our water? This place is kind of chill. I like it. It's weird that it's here, though, unless it's going to serve a purpose at some point. It's always strange to me in a game. I get, you know, maybe they do it just so that the world feels more real or more lived in or whatever. But whenever you have locations in the game where there's nothing to find there, it's literally just a place you can run up to and have a look around. I don't dislike it. I'm not upset about it. I've always just found it a bit odd.
Cid built this place.
Well, one can't really build what's been lying.
Yeah, that's true. You can't. It's just been lying around here. All we did was show up and put up a bunch of platforms. And we did a lot of work, apparently, in the last 5 years. I mean, there's a lot of platforms around here. So what is this place? This is... I guess I could just check. The backyard. I suppose this is where they grow food and things, maybe? It kind of looks like that. It kind of looks like there's a bit of gardening going on down here. A bit of greenery. Yeah.
It's the water.
Right, yeah, definitely.
Won't be long now, Martel. They'll try. Cid, I was hoping to speak to you.
Is everything all right?
Oh, yeah, it's just, well, as you know, we've been trying to grow fruit down here.
Doing a good job.
To know that something of the old hideaway still lives on.
Martel's pride and joy. It was a sapling when she rescued it from the rubble, but look at it now. All our hard work's finally paying off. I took it on, you see, after she died, and now the fruit's finally ready to eat. And not only is it ready, it's actually tasty. Sweet as you like, in fact. She bred the bitter right out of it.
Impressive. And welcome news to more than a few, I'd say.
I thought this first harvest could go to the curse breakers, on account of all they do for the hideaway. You couldn't take them some, could you? Seems better them coming from you.
Absolutely.
It'll be nice being the bearer of good news for a change.
Oh, thank you. She always had a soft spot for that lot, see? And once they've had their share, I'll see to it that everyone else gets some. Here you go. Martel apples, they're called, in honor of her memory. You hear that, Martel? Today's finally the day.
So you absolutely can make things grow in blight-infected lands if you're willing to put in a little bit of work. That's interesting, and it's also good to know, because it means that maybe once we've destroyed all the mother crystals, we can restore the world the way it once were. What have we found tucked away back here? The foundations of Valentia botany. After excising from the trunk, after excising, I think excising was correct, from the trunk, dry for 3 or 5, I don't care about this, I'm not growing anything. Let's get out of here. What are we doing? What are we doing? Well, let's go drop these things off. Deliver the apples to the hideaway's curse breakers. Absolutely. Let's not stay down here and try to read. Reading is for nerds. I do enjoy reading. I now have all 16 Guardian of Gahul books pulled up on another page. Should we read about the owls? I asked in a previous installment for someone to comment if they actually read all the Guardians of Gahul, all 16 books, and whether or not they're worth reading. Fun fact about them, they were written by Catherine Lasky, published by Scholastic. 16 books. That is still insane to me. And they made the one movie. The one movie. Unbelievable. And it was weird. It was a weird film. I don't know how closely or if it held to the original, like, the book's contents at all. All I know is that it was very weird.
And you
I kind of want to rewatch it now that I'm thinking about it, now that I've got it fresh on my mind. In my brain, it was extremely wacky, so I would love to rewatch it and see if it was as wacky as I remember. Oh, we cannot go down there. That was going to be my trick for getting to our location a little bit quicker, was to go downstairs and maybe find a fast cut? As they say, not a shortcut, a fast cut. Very different thing. If you live in the South, you know what I'm talking about. It's definitely a real thing, and I definitely didn't just misspeak. Hello, I've brought you some fruit.
You two look like you could use something to eat. Here. Courtesy of Martel.
Martel. Now, where have I heard that name before?
Weren't she the girl from the Furrows?
Course she was. An odd sort, that one. Loved plants more than people.
Aye, and brave as a bane might. Remember when she ran back into the hideaway to collect them trees when Titan attacked? Wait,
These aren't those apples, are they? Well, I'll be. She'd have been proud, and rightly so. Thank you, Cid.
Oh, good, there's more. I thought that was just the end of the quest.
A gift from the backyard. For your service.
Blimey, these take me back. I haven't seen a hideaway apple since. Old Cid was the only one who could stomach the things. He'd nab them right from the branch, made Martel livid. Not that anyone could stay mad at the man for long.
That sounds like the Cid I knew, all right.
Planning on keeping that lot to yourselves, were you? Hang on. These aren't Martels, are they? I'm glad to see someone carried on what she started. Can't have been easy, not in the Deadlands. Reckon she'd be happy knowing all her hard work didn't go to waste. Clive, tell the lad down in the backyard to run some over for me, will you?
Not so much as a thank you. Well, I've got some manners at least. Thanks, Cid. You can leave the basket with me. I'll see that the others get their share. Oh, and give our compliments to the gardener, won't you?
That was the last of the apples. I should head to the backyard and pass along everyone's regards.
It's a bit odd how there's no consistency between who calls him what. Like, some call him Cid, some call him Clive. Sometimes he gets both in the same conversation with two different people. I just want a little consistency is all I want. Also, I'm assuming that there's a pathway through here. It looks like we should be able to run through here and make it to the backyard as well. I wanted to verify that, because it sure beats going the long way around, I reckon. Oh, what is this? Okay, that means you off limits, that's fine. No, I don't want to see what's back there. What's happening here? What do you... Boy.
Chocobo, chocobo, why can't you fly? What good are your wings if you can't reach the sky? Flap harder, says bluebird, flap harder, says crow. Flap harder or into the oven you go!
Got a little demonic there at the end, didn't he? Not a fan. Carrying on without that young man. Not a fan of his at all. What a dark song. Then again, I guess most songs like that are pretty dark. Like the end of Rockabye Baby, that baby just dies. Right? Or at the very least gets some sort of illness. You know, if the bough breaks and you fall out of that tree and you're a baby, you're not super sturdy at that age. Kind of squishy. Might be able to bounce back from it.
And their compliments. They were clearly very fond of Martel.
They remembered her. After all these years. I suppose she was very kind, even to a tongue-tied lummox like me. You were one of the good ones, Martel. Why did you have to die? She put everything into her work. She wasn't going to rest until we had fruit sweet enough to enjoy. And now we do. When she died, I named a sapling after her. And now it's a full-grown tree. Martel lives on through the fruit it bears.
And through you. Her dream would have died with her, had you not kept it alive. That's something to be proud of.
I didn't do anything really, but thank you. You're kinder to me than I deserve.
By the way, Otto's expecting some of your crop. And I wouldn't mind some of it either, if that's not too much to ask.
Of course not. I'll see that you're both well provided for. They like your fruit, Martel. Isn't that wonderful? I'd say it's about time we planted you some siblings, don't you think?
What a lovely little quest. Beautiful. Martel apples. And they're being displayed in Clive's chamber. Awesome. So I think that's probably everything that we have to do here now. If we have a look at the big map, looks like everything's cleared out. So I suppose the next stage in the operation would be to go to whatever this place is here. Let's get a little read on it. Hawk's Cry Cliff. From these heathered highlands, one might catch a glimpse of Rosselith Castle and everything else in between. All right, well, we'll do that next time. Till then, thank you folks for watching. God bless you. I'll see you later. Bye.